They're supposed to be muted.
He's firing up the computer in order to do that.
Is this my seat? Is this my seat?
We're trying to take care of the audio. You can be patient and bear with us. Thank you.
Technology has been prepared, right?
Thank you, everyone, for your patience this evening.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mayor and Board of Aldermen regular meeting for June 9th, 2020. I'd like to call this meeting to order and read the Sunshine Statement. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, known as the Sunshine Law, NJSA 10-4-6. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Daily Record and Star Ledger on January 4th, 2020, and published in the Record and Ledger on January the 10th, 2020. Notice was also placed on the bulletin board in Town Hall. Could we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Thank you. Could we please remain standing for a moment of silence for the George Floyd family and in our community for our COVID-19 cases? We have 701 and we have 64 deaths. So let's give them a moment of silence, please. Thank you all for that. We just want to keep the Ford family in our prayers. Keep all of our members here in the town of Dover in our prayers as you're traveling along in the journey. We still are in a crisis, and we still have to follow the rules and hope that things will get better in the next couple of months. Can we please have a roll call, John?
Alderman Crab.
Here.
Alderman Tapia.
Here.
Alderman Ballesteros.
Here.
Alderwoman Rugg.
Here.
Alderwoman Cruz. Alderman Valencia. Alderman Quinones.
Here.
Alderwoman Whitner.
Here.
Mayor Blackman.
Here.
You have 7 members present, so you have a quorum.
Oh, so we have.
Is Deputy Administrator Sanchez on the phone?
I'm here.
Municipal Attorney Downs?
Present.
Thank you.
Do we have Bill Island on the phone?
I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Frank Regan, are you on the phone? Okay. Okay, thank you all. We will start out with the approval of our minutes from May 26, 2020.
Make a motion, Mayor.
Thank you.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you.
On the roll, Alderman Crab?
Yes.
Alderman Tapia?
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros?
Yes.
Alderwoman Rugg? Alderman Quinones?
Yeah.
Alderwoman Whitner?
Yeah.
Mayor Blackman?
Yes.
It's 7-0.
Okay.
Committee rules.
Yes, please.
The region of those are I believe one of those are called, I think,
Adrian, what did you say?
I'm done if John is here, but they want to drop off.
Is Alderwoman Cruz or Alderman Valencia on the call?
Would you please speak up when John calls your name on the call, please? Okay, thank you.
Very hard to hear.
Sorry? Wow.
That's great.
Sonia, did you say it's hard to hear?
Yes, it is. The interference is making it very hard to hear.
Okay, we'll try to speak up and move along. We have someone trying to fix this for us, so we hope they can make it better. Sorry.
Okay. So going into ordinances, there's two ordinances on the agenda for first reading. Ordinance number 15/2020 is an ordinance of the town of Dover, county of Morris, state of New Jersey, authorizing the conveyance of municipal property at Penrose, which is known as Block 1219, Lot 2. We need a motion to introduce.
Motion, please.
On the roll, Alderman Craig.
Yes.
Alderman Tapia.
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros. Alderwoman Rugg.
Yes.
Alderwoman Cruz.
Yes.
Alderman Quinones.
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner. Mayor Blackman.
Yes.
It's introduced 8-0. The second ordinance is ordinance number 16/2020, an ordinance of the town of Dover, county of Morris, state of New Jersey, authorizing a modification of a restrictive covenant for municipal property for parking with NJ Transit. Is there a motion to introduce?
I make a motion.
Thank you.
Thank you. On the roll, Alderman Correa.
Yes.
Alderman Tapia.
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros. Alderwoman Rugg.
Yes.
Alderwoman Cruz.
Yes.
Alderman Quinones.
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner. Mayor Blackman.
Yes.
So moved 8-0. You do have an ordinance for second reading and public hearing and adoption. Ordinance number 13/2020, and ordinance to the town of Dover, county of Morris, state of New Jersey, to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limit and to establish a cap bank. We need a motion to introduce, a motion to open the public hearing. And
Who's making the motion? Adrian, thank you. Second? Jessica Cruz.
all in favor?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Any members of the public wishing to comment on this ordinance? Hearing none, is there a motion to close?
Second?
All in favor?
Yes. Aye. Yes.
On the adoption, is there a motion to adopt?
Motion by Correa.
On the roll call, Alderman Craig.
Yes.
Alderman Tapia.
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros.
Yes.
Alderwoman Rugg.
Yes.
Alderwoman Cruz.
Yes.
Alderman Quinones.
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner. Mayor Black.
Yes.
So adopted 8-0. Bill list resolution is the next item on the agenda, Resolution 157/2020, the bill list.
Motion please for the bills list. Jessica?
Yes.
Is there a second? On the roll call, Alderman Craig. Alderman Tapia.
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros. Alderwoman Rugg. Alderwoman Cruz.
Yes.
Alderman Quinones.
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner. Mayor Blackman.
Yes.
Next part is consent agenda resolutions. Resolution 158, 2020, resolution consenting to the installation of 2 fiber optic cabinets on Turner Street and Chestnut Street. This is a right-of-way opening. Anytime a right-of-way opening is requested, it needs governing body approval. In your packets, you had all the approvals, recommendations and all that. 159, 2020 is a resolution extending the designation of Towpath Realty as redeveloper of Bassett Highway. Resolution 160, 2020, a resolution approving an amendment authorizing the use of affordable housing trust funds. Resolution 161, 2020 is a resolution approving an amendment. This is the RDA, I believe, with Penrose UR LLC. Apologize for the typo on the agenda. Resolution 162, 2020 is authorizing the mayor and the acting municipal clerk to enter into a temporary contract with Richard Rivera of Richard Rivera LLC as police consultant for the town of Dover in an amount not to exceed $17,500. Resolution 163, 2020 declaring the month of June as Pride Month. I do have another resolution. I'll do that separately. So we need a motion on the consent agenda resolutions 158 through 163.
John, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, thank you. I just have resolution 152, 2020. The appointment of a consultant. I was curious, I'm not sure if it's the mayor or anyone else speaking, the appointment, I'm wondering, the goal is supposed to be, like what the scope would be, as well as like what complaints are we looking at, to have the police proposal.
Carlos, could you potentially answer that? And this was one of the positions that were put out in the RFQ earlier in the year, but we didn't get any responses at the time.
I'm available to respond as well.
Okay. State your name, please.
I think, the police proposal of the body can answer that question.
Oh, I didn't know who he was. Okay, Rich.
Mayor, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I am well,
Can you
thank
hear me
you.
okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Your voice is strong.
But it's a good thing. It's good to be strong together nowadays.
Yes.
So to answer the individual's question, the scope of this, which was planned long before the death of Mr. Floyd, is to do an external audit of the police department. To look at the high liability areas, which would include policies, the implementation and enforcement of those policies, as well as divisions like internal affairs, use of force analysis. Those are the main areas of an audit that we would undertake.
Okay,
Muted.
thank you.
Unmuted.
Okay. Any other questions? If not,
On the roll, I would need a motion in second, I'm sorry.
motion? Thank you. Second, thank you. I think so.
On the roll, Alderman Craig.
Yes.
Alderman Tapia.
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros.
Yes.
Alderwoman Rugg.
Yes.
Alderwoman Cruz. Alderwoman Cruz. Alderman Quinones.
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner.
Yeah.
Mayor Blackman.
Yes,
So moved 7-0. There's one additional resolution that failed to make it on the agenda, and I do apologize. This is Resolution 164, 2020, resolution of the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the Town of Dover joining the Government Alliance on Race and Equity, known as GARE, G-A-R-E. Whereas the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the Town of Dover has selected equity and empowerment as one of the top policy priorities. Whereas the Town of Dover defines equity as, quote, when everyone has access to opportunities necessary to satisfy their essential needs, advance their well-being, and achieve their full potential, end quote. And whereas efforts to implement equity townwide will be only successful with the support and engagement of our diverse community. And whereas equity is reached through the systemic implementation of policies, practices, attitudes, and cultural messages that create and reinforce equitable outcomes for all people. And whereas the work to dismantle racial, economic, and health inequity needs to occur on 3 distinct levels: individual, institutional, and structural. And whereas the Town of Dover affirms its commitment to principles of equity and freedom of all, its residents, regardless of race, ethnicity, national origin, English language proficiency, gender identity, legal status, sexual orientation, religious age, abilities, income, and other protected classes. And whereas as part of the Government Alliance on Race and Equity, GARE, the Town of Dover would join a national network of jurisdictions that are undertaking the work to operationalize equity and integrate it into the decision-making process. And now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the Town of Dover that the town shall join the Government Alliance on Race and Equity effective immediately, and be it further resolved the Town of Dover shall develop a town equity and empowerment initiative centered on 5 primary goals. 1, the Town of Dover reflects the community it serves. 2, purposeful community outreach and engagement. 3, equitable service delivery to all residents and visitors. 4, support human rights and opportunities for everyone to achieve their full potential. And 5, commitment to equity in local government decision making. Discussion.
discussions,
I
questions?
make a motion to, 164-21.
Okay, motion by the Mayor, second by Sandra.
On the roll, Alderman Craig.
Yes.
Alderman Tapia.
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros.
Yes.
Alderwoman Rugg.
Yes.
Alderwoman Cruz.
Yes.
Alderman Quinones.
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner.
Yes.
Mayor Blackman.
Yes.
That wraps up the resolutions.
No.
Old business, FDS forms. The next meeting, I'll try to have a report of everyone who hasn't done them. There are still some number of people within the town that needs to do it, and still a couple members of the board. Just a reminder, get it done in the next, actually get it done tonight, get it done tomorrow. And I'll be telling you until they start enforcing it, but just a reminder.
Okay. Tonight we're recognizing residents of Dover for outstanding work that they have done. And these two individuals have been chosen by the community to be recognized. There were a lot of volunteers that we could recognize, but at the moment we're recognizing these two. The program is ongoing. And Mr. Correa, would you like to add anything else to that program, please?
Thank you, Mayor Blackman. Yes, it is a privilege for two outstanding residents of our town that at the beginning of the pandemic brought ideas to the table in order to treat people who were sick because of COVID-19, who couldn't get out.
Muted.
They were vulnerable residents and senior citizens, and they were not allowed to get out of their homes. And because of their job, thousands of meals from about 25 different restaurants in our town and nearby communities were distributed on a daily basis. Rainy, shine, cold, hot weather, around 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock for a period of almost 6 weeks to residents of our town. Because of that, is why we are honoring tonight the proclamation and Rita Robai, Maria Borda, both residents of the third ward, for the contributions to our community in the crucial times of the COVID-19 pandemic. They coordinated with restaurants 24/7. They picked up food and delivered it to people's homes on an average of about 50 meals per day, 7 days a week for about 6 weeks in the middle of the pandemic. For that, we thank them and we honor them too.
Okay, thank you for that.
Unmuted.
Okay, I'll read the proclamation. And they're both very similar, so I'm just gonna. Whereas the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic has significantly impacted individuals in every domain of life, which for many includes a substantial loss or loss of income, along with increased expenses such as those relating to necessary health care. Whereas the town of Dover has had roughly 700 cases of COVID-19 and has lost 63 members of our community to date as a result of this worldwide pandemic. And whereas the town of Dover has worked with organizations and volunteers in our community to provide prepared meals, groceries, and personal care items to our families during these challenging times as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas there are many members of our community who have selfishly assisted their friends, neighbors, and community during the past few months since the outbreak of COVID-19. And whereas some members of our community have gone above and beyond the call of duty, day in and day out, while putting themselves at risk to assist local food banks by donating their time and money to obtain, transport, and deliver essential items to families and individuals in our community. And now, therefore, I, Carolyn Black, along with the Board of Aldermen, do hereby proclaim and recognize, and Di Maria's name and Enrique's name, for all of his and her efforts and continued assistance given to all the members of our community. And via this proclamation, the town of Dover expresses our heartfelt appreciation and thanks for his outstanding service to the people of Dover. And it'll be signed by all members of the governing body, and we'll get that out to you, each to sign. Blue ink, and we'll be on paper, and we'll get that delivered to Maria.
We want to thank Maria and Enrique for that work that they were doing. I know that there were days when Enrique did not feel well, and I offered to get him some help but he is so dedicated to what he was doing. He continued the journey of the time that this pandemic was going on. So we want to thank them again from the bottom of our hearts. And as John stated, we will be getting them their proclamation delivered to them. So the board members can say thank you. And we need a motion, please. Yes? Okay.
I'll second Alderwoman Rucker.
Alderwoman, okay.
Any roll call or?
You can.
Alderman Craig?
Yes.
Alderman Tappy?
Yes.
Alderman Ballesteros?
Yes.
Alderwoman Rugg?
Yes.
Alderwoman Cruz?
Yes.
Alderman Quinones?
Yes.
Alderwoman Whitner?
Yes.
Mayor Blackman?
Yes.
Unanimously approved.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna open this up for public comment. I have to read my little statement here. The town of Dover highly value the input of our residents in making important decisions that affect the residents of our community. We also believe in the rights of residents to observe governing body meetings to ensure that all residents have the opportunity to attend our meetings and offer comment, and to ensure that the governing body can conduct the important business of the town. We ask that you speak following these guidelines when making your comments. We will recognize you. All members of the attending mayor and board must treat each other with respect. Please state your full name and address for the record. Please limit your comments to 5 minutes. If you have a question that you would like to ask tonight and we cannot answer it, you need to send it into writing to our town clerk or our town administrator. You can do John Smith at dover.nj.us or C.N. Sanchez, our administrator, at dover.nj.us, and they will respond to your questions within a reasonable time. Any comments from the public?
Hello, everyone. This is, I'm so sorry. I just have one question. Muted. Okay. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, the question I have is
Excuse me, can I get your name and address for the record?
pandemic. Was there a reason why or
Can I get your name and address so you know who's speaking?
actually here in the town of Dover? Since it seems like we had a high number of cases and death cases to me was high. And I felt that it should or could have been a testing right in the town of Dover, because there are a lot of people that just go out to get tested. Unmuted. That would have been more convenient, because I feel that there are, many people that might be asymptomatic and don't know it.
Okay, before we answer, we didn't get your name and address, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mary Washington. I'm at 218 Archive Avenue, Dover.
Okay. Mary,
I'm fine.
Dover.
Okay.
I'm going to have our town administrator answer that. We are working on something, but we don't have a definite answer for that program yet.
Okay.
Yes, Larry, this is Carlos Sanchez, the Deputy Town Administrator. Thank you so much for your question. That's a very fair and legitimate question. And we wanted, want you and the residents to know that the administrator, from day one of the pandemic, we've been constantly communicating with the county and with the governor's office as to appropriate guidelines for testing, appropriate guidelines for protocols following the CCA guidelines. And we've been concentrated on that. We've been working with the Super Clinic, who has testing capacity for residents. We have always been communicating with St. Clair Hospital as well on a weekly basis to ensure that any resident that needs hospital assistance or medical assistance, will be taken care of. As the mayor mentioned, right now we are in the process of speaking with a private testing company to see if we can have additional testing in Dover. Obviously, the high numbers, and we looked at this very early in the pandemic, the high numbers that we have in Dover and the high number of our tests, could testing have prevented it? Probably not. Could testing have given us a better answer? Probably yes. But the reality is that the demographics that we have in our town really, it's a big reviewed if our numbers are so high. We have a high density populated town for a small area that we have, and that has attributed to a lot of the high numbers. As you also know, a lot of our residents either work in the city, they commute to the city, or they work in a lot of the surrounding towns and the surrounding factories in the towns and stuff like that. So again, whenever our residents have to go out of our town and commute and be involved with other people and stuff like that, we always run the risk of getting a higher number. And I believe that's what we've been looking at, and that's what we can point as one of the main reasons why our numbers are so high. But again, to clearly answer this question, we've been working with local clinics that have, we've been having communications with the county who has the college as a site for testing. And right now we're speaking with a private company to see if we can bring additional testing for our residents. And that's what we're doing about testing additional people in our town.
Thank you, Carlos.
Unmuted. Sounds good, and I understand that, but I guess I just felt like it should have been something sooner than later. Because with those people who may have been tested positive, if they had known sooner, they could have started taking precautions, and not spread unknowingly.
Yeah, Mary, and again, your point is very valid, and it's an excellent point. I'm not disputing anything that you're saying, but it's day one. The administration has spent a lot of effort, money, and using all the tools available to us to communicate to the residents in general about, regardless if you're tested positive or regardless if you've been tested, regardless if you have symptoms, regardless if you don't have any symptoms, the message is the same for everyone. We have to take care of making sure that we wear the mask, we wash our hands, we keep the social distancing, and that's the message regardless of whether it's testing or not, because once you get the virus, the testing is not going to do much for it. Also, I want to add that, as you know, and you've been following the governor's announcements and the different executive orders that we have issued, and the county guidance and the CDC
guidance and stuff like that, a lot of the testing has been changing on a weekly basis. So when we started, back in late March, stuff like that, with the testing, there was a requirement that you needed to have a prescription, and you needed to have all this, now, that all has changed now. And now, no one needs a prescription anymore. You don't need to have any symptoms at all. Anyone that wants to get tested, they just have to make an appointment, show up with your ID, and you will be getting it, and anybody can get it. So, those also have been changing on a daily basis, weekly basis, and we've been following all the protocols and guidance from the governor's office and the county, because we really need to comply with everything that they are saying to all the towns that we do that.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Unmuted.
Anyone else in the public?
Thank you for your explanation.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Yes?
Hopefully you can hear me. Hi, Antonio Acosta, 130 Madison Street in Dover, New Jersey.
Hi, Antonio. How are you?
Am I good? Can I continue?
You're good.
Unmuted. Hi, Antonio.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Just building off of what Mary's comment said.
Muted.
In light of all these protests that are going on, looking for equality, it's very clear not only in Dover, but in the national area, how Black, brown, and elderly were dramatically affected by COVID-19 and continue to be. And there's no blame, but it just continues to point the finger that all things are not equal. And unfortunately, people in Dover suffer way far dramatically more than people in Chatham or Mountain Lakes or other surrounding communities. And as town administrator noted, there's lots of reasons for that, all of which are very valid. But this is why I'm such a strong proponent of not being allowed to be taken advantage of the community anymore. And so when we have businesses, I beat the drum over and over, for New Jersey Transit or other facilities that practice in a way that they think is okay here, but in other communities that it's not allowed. We cannot allow it to happen anymore. We have to level the playing field. And so I hope that this is sort of our final call, our final awakening call of standing up and saying it's not okay anymore. And that everyone has to rise to a certain level of sort of just doing, the right thing. So, it's over, the kids are out of school. And so they're suffering more than kids who in Randall, the next town over, because they don't have access to a laptop or an iPhone. And I know this for sure because I speak to teachers and they say, we have about 60% of the kids doing the work and 40% of the kids don't because they can't make their payments on their cell phone or they don't have a laptop. And so as a result, again, we suffer more and our business suffers more. You can go to Big Lots and buy furniture, indoor and outdoor, but you can't go to furniture out on Main Street and buy. You can go, to Target and buy something, but you can't go to the dollar store on Main Street. And what we've seen is the largest distribution of wealth from Main Street to Wall Street that we've ever seen before. And it's today closed at $2,500 a share. Even small businesses are going to need rent as a result of this. And so I know that it was what it was. All I'm simply saying is that we have to be thoughtful, nimble, and we have to really set the standard high. Because we need to understand and to teach that every child that lives here, that they are just as important as the child that lives in Mountain Lake, Summit, Short Hill, or anywhere else. So I implore all of you, please, 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 raise the standard. What was good enough yesterday isn't good enough today. What was good enough tomorrow isn't going to be good enough next week. And we can do this. We can be the beacon for a town that is welcoming, that is diverse, that is fair, that is equitable for everybody. But we have to start to say, I just don't know how many more sort of warnings ideas or things that are gonna happen before we realize that things are equitable and no one's gonna help us. It's up to us to help ourselves. That's all I got.
Thank you, Antonio.
Unmuted.
Um, I hear your messages and we feel the same. And, I received your emails and we feel the same with New Jersey Transit. But we are, as an administration, are going to try to look at things differently and try to build rapport with people so that we can get New Jersey Transit to do what they are to do. And I agree with you. I only ever rode the train once, but when I rode the train, it was totally different in other towns. So we are going to step up to the plate and do whatever we can to make our town be the town that people would want to be. And we are in a slum right now, but there's plenty of work to be done. And to your point, we're going to keep people in the loop. We're open for suggestions, ideas on anything that you feel that will help this administration to get things done. But thank you for those comments, well taken.
Thank you, Mayor, I appreciate it as well. I just don't want to be taken advantage of anymore, so.
I agree.
I'm here to support everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the public? Okay, if I hear no voices, we'll close this portion to the public. I just have a couple of comments, and the first one on the agenda here happens to be a cleanup on Saturday in the 4th Ward. It's going to be 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. We're going to meet by Delizia Pizza. Anyone that wants to come along and help us, we'll take all the volunteers that we can get. Also, our Table of Hope, the food drive, will be restarting this Friday in the same location that we had it before, starting at 12:30. And we will have the food drive, we call it the drive-in theater, the drive-through theater for the food drive. Just one note on recreation. Recreation will not be doing a summer camp in person. That was not an easy decision to make, but we made it for the safety of the children, the parents, the counselors, and the staff. But they are looking and working with the library into doing virtual type of programs, not just in the front of the computer. They're going to be arts, crafts, and activities that they would have to do outside of their homes. So there will be some kind of recreation program. As you know, our community has been through a lot over the past few months, and we are all looking forward to resuming our normal and happy routines as much as possible. While many things have changed, the one thing has remained the same in our community is the health and the safety of our residents. We will still be following the same protocols that the governor has set out for us. Please, if you can, wear your mask when you're out. That is to protect other people as well as to protect yourself. On June 15th, outdoor dining will be starting here in Dover. So we're going to be working with our business owners to help them to achieve that. We're looking for everyone to support them in any way that they can. And I think the last one that we're waiting for, everybody needs a haircut or a hair color. So that will be happening on June 22nd. So we're looking forward to these businesses opening up. And you know, we do have a lot of small businesses here in the town of Dover. It's going to need guidance, and we all can play a part of that. Whatever we do in this town, it's all of us. It's not just the mayor and the board. if you see something on the ground as garbage as you walk by, at least kick it to the side if you don't have gloves to pick it up. But we need everyone's help in trying to keep our town clean. We can't always get our DPW on weekends, so if everybody just did one thing, we could get the place clean and we wouldn't have trash all over. You know, I want to leave you with a thought this evening. And the thought is the power of kindness. That's a good word, kindness. Right now, we need kindness. We need respect. And we need to help and reach out to other people. And the kindness that I'm speaking about is the kindness in you. You are the one that can make a difference in our community. You are the one that can take people that you know to help them when they're in need. So tomorrow, reach out, find someone, and find something to be kind about this person, or just be kind, period. Because when you're kind, good things happen. And right now, we're looking for all positive things after what we've been through and what this town has been through since January 1st. So with that, I'm going to close and ask for a motion for the adjournment.
Mayor, do you mind if I say a few words?
What was that? I'm sorry.
I don't know, can you hear me well? I just wanted to see if I could just say a few words.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to thank you personally for sharing your story. You know, your life during the civil rights movement and what your family faced and what you faced. I think that definitely offers a different perspective for some of us here in town, and we especially as we, you know, look at the news that we see wake up the week recently. You know, because, you know, seeing the recent, you know, changes in our nation these past 2 weeks, you know, it brought me, you know, I felt mixed with anger, frustration, fear, because, you know, how many more times do we hear stories like those of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, where, you know, their deaths could have been avoided if we had just, you know, some more racial equality in our country, in our community, and we had some more, you know, understanding of our differences and how to approach each other. You know, I'm angry that, you know, people choose to exercise their right to protest, you know, react with tear gas, rubber bullets, kicks, shoves, but also, you know, I do feel hopeful. You know, I see communities coming together to peacefully protest. You know, I've been going to some of the rallies in our county, and I see Dover residents, you know, either participating or helping lead the event. And that should fill all of us with pride at how they represent us. So I just wanted to share those thoughts. I also was thinking, you know, how us as public officials can help with these challenges. And I'm glad the administration, you know, was able to temporarily hire these consultants to review our policies. I'm happy to hear that, you know, we finally are able to fly the LGBTQ flag over town hall to show our respect on that diversity. And I'm glad that we're going to be having more conversation internally and with the police department, especially looking at, you know, some progressive reform policies when it comes to certain uses of force. So again, I'd like to thank you, Mayor, the board of Aldermen, and the employees and staff for all of this time to push forward diversity and inclusion.
Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate it. Anyone else? Not, we need a motion for adjournment. Thank you, Sandra.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
8:02 PM.
Thank you all and have a good evening.
Yeah.